Hi there. So in today's video, we will be learning how to sew a pleated skirt. Okay, how to work around the pleated fabric and how to achieve this luxurious, elegant maxi pleated skirt. So let's just dive right into it. These are the materials you'll be needing. You'll be needing the yards of your pleated skirt. I actually used 3 yards for a waist of 32. I think 3 yards would also fit from a waist of 30 to 40. It would be fine. So here, this is a trick you would need to know about the pleating of the skirt. Okay, the skirt has already, the fabric has already been pleated. So you have to make sure that you don't necessarily follow up with a pleated skirt, how it has been pleated. You kind of open it a little bit, but you have to make sure that you are appreciating the pattern it is coming in with. Okay, try your best to appreciate the pattern that it comes in with, which is the pleated that has already been done in the fabric. Okay, so see how I fold it and then I try my best to pull it closer a little bit so that I can get my waist. If you intend on using the 3 yards of the pleated skirts for the whole project with the pleats being appreciated fully, it would be extremely difficult for you to get the yards that would be enough for a waist of 30 or 32. Okay, so you try your best to make sure that it is somehow opened and not that completely fixated or completely closed in. Okay, yes, so that is what I would advise. So if you can see how it is being done here, so you make sure that you fold it, you appreciate the pleat, but not necessarily make sure that it is completely pleated throughout before you sew it on. Okay, so if you pleat it out before you sew it on, by the time you'll be done with the whole sewing, you realize that your waist, no matter your waist, it was still not fit. So you would kind of open it a little bit, okay, and then pull it closer, a little bit closer, so that you will be able to get your waist measurement and also get excess so that you can put in the elastic thread that you want to put in. Okay, that is what I would advise you do. So if you could see, this is how it is looking. Okay, this is how it is looking. And yes, I'm sealing the back of the skirts. I'm sealing the back of the skirts and making sure that all the frills are outside. As you can see me sewing here, you have to make sure that all the frills are outside so that you can have a perfect and neat project. If today is your first time coming across this channel, I'm Irene, a fashion designer in Ghana, Kumasi, or Diom to be precise. Online classes and in-person classes are available. Kindly send me a message on WhatsApp if you want us to have scheduled online classes, or if you want to come and be part of our in-person classes. Our doors are always open, admissions are always open. And one great thing about us is that if you're having online lectures or online classes, it depends on the topic you would want us to deal with, things that you would want us to learn. Okay, I actually talk about it with you and then you decide the topics you would want to learn. So here you get your hoop turner. If you don't want to have a hoop turner, you can use your normal pin. You can use your safety pin so that you can just pass it through like so. But here I had a hoop turner, so I used my hoop turner as for its purpose. You pass it through the sewing is done. Okay, you sewn it around like 2 inches. You folded it in 2 inches and you sew straight on it. Yes, that is what you see me doing. So I'm passing my loop turner through it, as you can see here. Okay, I'm passing it through it so that it can come to the other end as well, so that I would just use my elastic to lock it out and then completely pull it through till I get there, like it gets to the other section, right? So kindly take a look at it. So you pass it through it like that, you just hoop it like that, you close your hoop turner. Okay, you see how it has been locked out. Okay, so it has been locked out perfectly. So I just pull it and then pull it through the whole dress. And always make sure that if you have a waist of 32 or 30, you subtract 6 inches from the measurement in order for you to get the measurement for the elastic. Okay, you know the elastic stretches. If you're using 32, if your waist is 32 or 30 and you cut it exactly that, you know, by the end of the day it's just gonna fall off your body. So it will be best that you shorten it by 6 inches. Okay, since it's 30, it's gonna end up being 24, or if it is 32, it's gonna end up being 26. Yes, so you subtract 6 from the person's waist when you are dealing with elastic dresses or elastic projects. Okay, so this waist, if the person's waist, you have to just subtract 6 inches from it, and then you will be good to go. Yes, and because it's elastic, because it stretches, it will just fit so perfectly. Yes, so that is what you see me doing, sealing it so that it just doesn't come out. And yes, after I was done sealing it, I just noticed that I just have to release the stitches and then resew it again. So I released the stitches that I did earlier, and then I resewed it, which you see me doing here. Okay, after that I just resewed it all over again. So yes, kindly do subscribe if you find this video informative, if you find this video valuable. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you'll be alerted anytime I post a new video on this channel. Okay, this channel, we have a lot of amazing tutorials on this channel, so do not forget to subscribe. And yes, you realize that in the intro you see the top that was there. Yes, it also, the tutorial for that top is also being uploaded, and the link will be in this description. Kindly do check it out. So here I was sewing it together, making sure that all the free side were outside and not shown at the place where the knit side. Okay, it was shown, it has to be outside so that it just doesn't be seen. Okay, so folding the wrong sides together and sewing it till the end, like so. So making sure I just do a little bit of the fraying, cutting them out of a place. Yes, I'm just cutting them out of the place. Yeah, so here, after everything is done, this is how the project looks like after everything is done. And this is what I say, with the length that you would want, you make sure that you cut it till the length that you want. If it's the skirt length is 45 or let's say 40, you cut it, because these pleated fabrics are very, very long. They are double length, so it is extremely long. So there would be a cut one way or the other somewhere. And when I'm done with the cutting, the best tool I use is my lighter. Okay, I use the lighter to melt the edges or to stabilize the edges so that it just doesn't fray. Okay, so when you use your lighter to, you know, melt out the edges, or, you know, kind of control the fraying, it just is the best, because this project is, you know, because this is a pleated fabric, you just want to appreciate the pleated effect in the fabric, and it just looks nicer when it's like completely pleated to the top to the bottom in the same way. So in this video I would also be showing you the version where it was sewn, you know, it was hemmed by the machine, and then you would see how it would look. So this is how elegant it looks at the tip. Okay, at the end of the skirt, this is how elegant it looks. Very coordinated, very appreciative of its pleats. You can see that the fabric is flowing perfectly as it's supposed to be flowing. Okay, not necessarily any big openings as it would do when it is being sewn on. So just so that you understand what I'm saying, I added that in this video so that you can also see the section whereby it was also sewn or hemmed. It was hemmed like half of an inch, but you can see how it just completely changed everything. So here I just wanted to appreciate the pleated form of it. I just loved how it looked while it had been, you know, melted out from the melted out in the fraying. So here I wanted to show you how it would look when it is being folded or when it is being hemmed, by the machine or like a Herman stave or whatever. I just wanted you to see how, have you seen how the appreciative of the pleats is just opening, okay? Trying to make it fall, but it is not falling. It just want to be as loud as it has to be. So please, when you're working around this fabric and you think that the base of the fabric you want it to appreciate from the top to the down, kindly do so that it would just appreciate it. But if you want there to be a bit of an opening at the base or the down section, it would be no harm for you to try that as well. You can just harm it as you can just hem it out as me down here. So here I just wanted you to see how you have you seen how loud it does it come? As you come in, you realize that, I don't know, that even though the pleats had to follow out throughout, it's just not doing that. But you can also use it to create something for yourself. You can use it to create something elegant, something classic for yourself. But if you want it to flow from the top to the down, kindly use your ham and stiff. Kindly use your lighter to light it up. If you want to sew it for it to get a bit of an opening, kindly use your machine to hem it so that it would have an opening at the end of the day. So this is how it looked after everything was being completed. The top of this video will be in the description, how it was being cut. The pattern for it has already been done. It is already on the channel, and how it was sewn is also on the channel. Kindly check the description for all the information. Can you appreciate how the down section is looking flawless? Yes,